Can the Four Seasons Mall property be the right place for a development that includes more than 400 apartments? Plymouth City Council members expressed their doubts at a recent City Council meeting. A developer wants to turn the vacant Four Seasons Mall property into a development that would have senior housing, affordable housing, restaurants, healthcare, and retail. This week, the City Council weighed in on the plan in what's called an informal sketch review. Council members expressed concern over the density of the property.
The density of the housing appears to be really pushing the limits of the site, and I think in Sean's report he indicated that based on the guiding and the zoning requirements, it's very, very close to what the maximum would be at 25 units per acre.
I need some assurance one way or another that the Robbinsdale schools can handle this many more people. I suspect they can, but a lot of people are throwing that out as one of the reasons to oppose the project.
I'm really torn on this. There's some components I really like, and there's that density that's right next to that residential that I'm really, really struggling with.
The plan wasn't approved or denied, but the developer now has a chance to review the comments before submitting a formal application. Local colleges and universities encourage students to apply by waiving enrollment fees this week. As Meredith Hackler reports, Hennepin Tech is hoping more students will look into jobs in demand.
It might be summertime, but students in the medium and heavy truck technician program are still learning.
We're a 24-month program. We go straight through for 2 years, but students rotate in and out of the program in 8-week cycles. They're in school for 8 weeks at a time, and then they're all done with school, and they go to work on an internship for 8 weeks. So that 8 weeks in school and 8 weeks out on internship continues throughout the entire 2 years of the program.
And while this program is unique for its specialty focus, the college as a whole is career focused.
We're high career focused. We are hands-on learning, so we're authentic. Everything looks and feels and smells like the places you want to work in. So to really give you that real career experience focus while learning, that's super important. There's internship opportunities and all that good stuff here.
Many of the career fields Hennepin Tech offers education in have a worker shortage.
There's such an extreme shortage in the industry right now that there's a ton of job opportunities if you're willing to do this for a living. You have to know that you want to do this for a living because, again, it's going to be a career. You have to want to go to work.
That's why Hennepin Tech is taking part in Minnesota State College Week.
Minnesota State College Week is basically an opportunity to break down barriers for students to really get an opportunity to see what college is all about.
Breaking down barriers to showcase lucrative job opportunities.
There's a lot of jobs out there, not just in the technician field, but throughout all of the blue-collar type of industries, to use that term, where there's just not enough people going into it, and career opportunities and the wages have skyrocketed as a result of it. There's good careers out there.
In Brooklyn Park, Meredith Hackler, CCX News.
This weekend, we are in search of places to avoid the heat. In Backyard Getaways, photographer Dustin Scholl and reporter Eric Nelson dive in and visit some refreshingly popular pools.
When the Twin Cities goes through a heat blast, many of us want to stay cool at the pool. Backyard Getaways found a couple of popular swimming spots that have plenty to offer.
It is gorgeous setup.
We begin at the Lifetime Fitness Pool in Plymouth.
We think it's very kid-friendly with the zero entry and the water slide options.
When the temperature rises, people flock to this pool.
I think last summer I saw up to 140 or 50 people in the pool.
They come here to chill and make a splash.
Non-members and members alike can come and join the pool, indoors, outdoors, water slides, our bistro.
The water slides are a big draw for kids. They love sliding and twisting their way into the shallow end of the pool.
They're always a fan favorite for sure. You just have to be 42 inches tall to use them, so there's no age requirement or swimming ability.
There is a focus on safety at the Plymouth pool, with multiple lifeguards keeping an eye on the water. The grounds are also immaculate.
The facility is very clean. I like that there's showers and bathrooms close and that they serve food.
It's one of my favorite places. Even when I'm not at work, I tend to come out and sit out on the chairs and enjoy the slides with some local friends I know.
Our next stop was the Anoka Aquatic Center.
It's only going to get hotter, so come on down. Anoka is waiting for you.
Take the plunge here, and you will cool off quickly. The Aquatic Center is affordable fun for everyone.
Admission's $7 and our season passes The first one's $45, so they pay themselves off in about 7 visits.
I've been coming here since I was a kid. I remember it when it was just a simple pool that you jumped into with a kiddie, a wading pool over there.
In 1998, the Aquatic Center was rebuilt and has a huge footprint. The pool has cargo nets, floating pads, slides, and lots of energetic kids splashing around in the summer sun.
Our big hit right now is the climbing wall.
The climbing wall is the signature attraction of the Aquatic Center. Kids gravitate to this part of the pool.
It's just really fun because you get to race your friends. It's really tall, and if you like heights, it's a good way to climb.
Children also like the dump bucket. Getting drenched has never been so much fun.
And they just sit under there and love the water coming down on them.
And sometimes kids come away with more than a good time.
And if you wear your goggles in the water, you might find money. He did.
For Backyard Getaways, I'm Eric Nelson, CCX News.
One of the top dogs in Plymouth will be retiring at the end of the month. The Plymouth police chief calls the retirement of K-9 Striker bittersweet. Striker has been on the job since 2009, and the chief says he's helped detect an untold amount of marijuana, meth, and heroin over the years. And that officer Matt Gillinani and Striker are often requested by name by other agencies. Striker will retire to be the family pet of the Gillinani family and enjoy the many toys he received at his retirement party.
The Women's World Cup tournament is being played in France right now and wraps up next weekend. As Jason Malillo found out when he visited a local youth soccer club, there's a lot of interest in the tournament.
The Kickers Football Club fields 14 teams with about 160 kids ranging in age from 9 to 18. Under the watchful eye of experienced coaches, players start out learning the basics of the game, which hopefully starts a progression of their skills and a love of the sport.
I like the competitive part about it, and I also like the teammates, how they can cheer you on and help you get better and better and progress.
When they're not on the field this summer, some of the kids here are busy watching the action in France, where the U.S. women's national team is a favorite to win its 4th World Cup.
I really like how they can move so fast around the field, how far they can kick the ball, and it's really fun to see, oh, I could probably try to do that during a game.
Watching the best soccer players from around the world is fun and exciting, but the games can also be a learning experience for young players.
We don't want them just to sit there and cheer when the US scores a goal. We want them to watch even the other team, and even watching for mistakes so that they know what not to do. That's an important part of soccer as well. I'm encouraged by not just our team, but other girls. They're watching it, they're paying attention. Not just watching it for the spectacle.
I've seen their aggressiveness, and I've kind of put it towards my game. I get fouled sometimes, and it makes me really upset. And as I watch them get a foul and not get upset and just brush it off, it's really helped me.
The success of the U.S. women's national team and the players' fight for equal pay is inspiring. And hopefully it will teach young girls to fight for their goals, whether that's on the pitch or in life. Jason Malillo, CCX Sports.
The World Cup semifinals are Tuesday and Wednesday. Players interested in trying out for the Kickers Club can go to their website at kickersfc.com. Over 300 teams and 8,300 students compete in high school trap shooting in Minnesota. Shooters from the northwest suburbs recently took aim at titles. It's a great way to wrap up the season for local shooters fortunate enough to qualify for the State Clay Target Tournament. It's a smaller event than the league championships that preceded in Alexandria.
Well, Alexandria is a ton of fun. They got a lot of vendors up there. But this is the MSHSL sponsored event. And, you got teams from all the classes. Instead of shooting 8 or 9 different days, it's all everyone one day. And you're competing against the best in the state instead of just the best in your school size category.
Wayzata, Champlain Park, and Hopkins are the local teams that qualified. Hopkins and Wayzata cracked the top 5 in team competition. It's been a good season for all of the qualifiers from the area.
The team shot really well. I think we did great. We made it here, so that was fun.
This is my first season on the team, but I've improved a lot this season, so I'm feeling really good, and I've seen a lot of the other kids on the team improve as well, so it's been a great season.
It's awesome. We won ski yesterday. Really excited about that. I won individually and our team won. It's really nice this year. We've had a ton of people that have been pretty dedicated, at least the most of any year. They've been willing to come out and practice with me, and that's really made a difference. You can see it with their scores.
The shooters we talked to say watching others can be helpful, but keeping focused on the task at hand is the biggest key to success.
Kind of watch each other. If we see something really wrong, then we'll tell each other about it, but other than that, we don't really coach each other. We let our coaches do that. We're pretty confident in them that they'll do their job.
Yeah, we don't watch the other teams a whole lot, but seeing them shoot good really makes me want to shoot better, so it's a little bit of pressure, I guess, but it helps.
It's a sport that's very popular in schools across Minnesota and even in the northwest suburbs. In addition to the top 5 team showings by Hopkins and Wayzata, Max Bunning of Wayzata tied for 21st place, and Joey Jones of Heritage Christian Academy tied for 29th individually. That's it for sports.